Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Freda. I make videos on lifestyle, beauty, and business. And if any of those things interest you, I'll love it if you take 1 minute to subscribe to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about moving out and moving out on a very tight budget. So when I was moving out, I had a pretty tight budget at that time in my life. I didn't really have a lot of finance to just use to buy everything and anything that I needed, but I also think that the steps that I put in place helped me to be able to afford a lot of the things that I needed. Just to give you guys a background, when I was moving out, that was my first time moving out, so of course I didn't have anything like the big furnitures like the bed and all of those things. I was using a twin bed at my parents' house, so I didn't want to be on a twin bed anymore. I feel like, sis is grown, okay, so she needs some grown people bed, okay. Whatever I'm going to talk about is going to sound like maybe a huge budget, but you have to know that I didn't have any furniture stuff. So yeah, so I would say I spend on average about $1,300 to the $1,500 Mac. It's still not all the way finished, but I'm okay with it right now. It's mainly not finished because the things that I left, I haven't really gotten the inspiration for what I really want. So yeah, but I would say on average I spent a little less than $2,000. So I have here like 5 things that I wanted to sort of talk about in this video, so to keep this video organized. The first thing I wanted to talk about is to plan ahead. If this is an emergency move and it's like something that you need to move, like today, tomorrow, or next month, 3 months you need to move, then this point might not be relevant to you. But if you're somebody like me that you sort of have a structure and you feel like, okay, maybe after college I need to move out of my parents' house, or maybe when I turn 18 I need to move out of my parents' house, sort of thing, then you can plan ahead. The reason why you want to plan ahead is at the time that you have sort of like a laid down plan that you want to move. You also want to think of the things that you are envisioning for your new apartment. So for me, I knew that I wanted certain kitchen gadgets, and I also wanted a bed that looked a certain way, and all of those things. I was very detailed about the things that I want. I can be a bit picky about some things, so I need to plan ahead. I do not like being caught wanting, okay? I need to plan ahead. So that was what helped me. The reason why I am bringing out this point is when you plan ahead, you can buy these things slowly, and also you can buy them when they are on sale. So you do want to keep an eye on the things that you think you want, and on occasions like Black Friday, semi-annual sales and stuff like that, they always do discounts, so you want to make good use of those discounts. So that's why it's good to plan ahead and always buy the things slowly and put down. Of course, maybe larger furnitures, you might not be able to do that unless, of course, wherever you're living now, there is a storage enough for you to keep those things, then you might want to do that. But also, if a furniture is huge and you can't buy it, you can also save towards it. So when the time comes for you to move, you already have that money to move. You feel me? So yeah, that's my first point. My second point is research on everything. Whatever you need, do not just settle on the first thing you see. Like, you need a bed, do not just go to one store and just pay for the first bed you see. Like, no, don't do that. Do not do that. Listen to me, do not do that. Try to research on it, research on alternative, and it is good if you have multiple places to look at. Go to so let's say for bed, go to Jordan's, go to Bob's, go to wherever they sell bed, go to IKEA, look at the options that they have. If you don't want to go into the store, some of these shops have online shop. You can window shop and see the varieties available to you before you actually made the purchases. Do not just find something, get excited, and then like, oh, here's my card, swipe. Don't do that. Do not do that. A rule of thumb is try not to buy everything at a full price, okay? I always look for coupons. This is my third step. Okay, this is my third step. I always look for coupons and codes and everything. Like, they have coupons and stuff everywhere. Just try to look for it. You'll find some. It will save you a ton and a ton of money. If you're shopping online, you do want to be using something like Rakuten, so you can get like a cashback off your purchases and stuff like that. Some of these big furniture store, or some of these online shop like Amazon and stuff, and some of them have rewards program that you can enter to get some point on your purchases. You're gonna be needing it in the future, so just keep all of them together, okay? The next point is to be ready to compromise. If you're on a tight budget, one thing you want to do is to compromise. You cannot be extremely picky if your budget is tight, sis, okay? You cannot, I'm going to say it again, you cannot be extremely picky if your budget is tight. If you want to be picky, you have to make your pocket picky, okay? Your pockets have to be ready for your pickiness. You have to be ready to sacrifice something. It is very, very important. When I was moving out, I wanted my room to be very white and very clean and very classic. That was the theme I was going for. So I wanted a white bed, I wanted a white drawer, I wanted a white everything. And sometimes if you want to buy things at affordable price, you gotta buy what you can buy. You can't if it is affordable and you're still sticking to a particular thing, sometimes you might not get that. Yes, I'm not saying that if you're trying to go with a neutral theme, if something is affordable and it's red, go buy it. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like be flexible a little bit. So if you want to do your room in a if you want to do your room in a neutral theme, like for example, I wanted my room to be mostly white. I do also want to have a second color and possibly have a third color, something that you still have enough of your white, but the big furnitures, you do want to have options. You want to have options that can go with any color basically. So you do want to be very flexible on that, and I'm going to sort of explain it more better with my next point, which is like, go check your clearance aisle. Be sure to check your clearance aisle before you pull out your card. Be sure to check your clearance aisle before you pull out your card. Don't just be excited and then go buy something at a full price. Remember again, try not to buy everything at a full price. Okay? Take it from me. Try not to buy everything at a full price. You can always get a discount or something. If that is possible, try to use that option than just swiping your card and buying things at a full price. When I was looking for my bed, I went to one furniture shop. I really do not remember. If I remember, I'll leave it on the name of the furniture shop on the screen. I went to that shop and most of the bed were more than $1,000. Most of them with a set were in the $2,000, and these are beds that are very durable and very like heavy duty and very like nice. And I went to my dad, he fell in love with the beds. But baby, my bank account was not in love with the bed. The shop was also offering a payment plan. I'll talk about that in a minute. And it was, as much as this was very nice and I sort of saw my dream bed and everything there in the shop, I just couldn't bring myself down to pay $2,000 for a bed. Like, I feel like at the stage that I am in life, I don't need no bed for $2,000. Okay, that's just too much for me. That's me doing the most. So I really didn't want to spend that much on the bed, regardless of the payment plan that they were giving me. So then we went to Bob's, which was like opposite the shop, and we tried to look in there, and most of their bed was still costly but on a very affordable end. So you could get a bedroom set for an average of $1,000, $1,200 there, which compared to the shop I went to first, it was sort of like 50% of the price they are mentioning to me. But for me, I wasn't necessarily looking for a bedroom set. I was really just looking for a bed. If the bedroom set comes with a drawer and things that I really like, then I will buy it like that. But I was more so looking for a bed, and I was looking for a storage bed. We spoke with them, and they said they had another Bob with a clearance outlet, and my dad and I were like, okay, let's head out to that place. We might just find something that is great. And so when we're talking to the agent, one thing you want to do is to ask questions. When we're talking to the agents, he sort of, through the questions we were asking, he sort of volunteered the information. And I think another thing that made it easy for him to volunteer the information was it was a pandemic. So most of these furnitures are on back order. When you order furniture, you're gonna get it like 3 months, 4 months time, and like, I need my furniture now. Okay, I love shopping on Amazon, so I am very spoiled. I buy it today, I need it delivered tomorrow or 2 day max. Okay. So yeah, I didn't want to wait. So the guy told me that, okay, if I don't want to wait, I should check out the clearance aisle, because the clearance aisle, if the furniture is there, you just take it home. So we went to the city that they had the clearance out there, and I saw the bed that I wanted. Before I went to Bob, I went on their website to see what I really like. So I sort of was looking for a particular bed. So then when we went to the store, I was looking for a white version of the bed. And then I didn't find white. I found a gray color, and I was very disappointed. The white that I found was not what I wanted. I wanted a bed that was a bit high, but the white that I found was low, and it didn't have storage underneath. So I was like, okay, now this is the time to compromise. So I compromised on the color that I want. It was gray. My room, you can see, is pretty much a grayish color. So I was like, okay, this bed is gonna fit well with my room paint and stuff like that. So I felt like the gray will match. I felt like the bed alone being gray wouldn't be that much of a distraction in the theme that I'm looking for. So then I went with the bed, and the bed was more than half of the original bed. Was like $7.99, and the bed that I brought back home was $315, if I believe, $315. So it was like a little bit over 50% off. And then I got my mattress there. The guy there also suggested, okay, if you come back tomorrow, they're going to bring these mattresses that are pretty good and on a affordable price. So I was like, okay. So I just did my shopping there, and that was it. So you do want to compromise on certain things. Don't be too rigid if you're on a budget. And coming back to the payment plan, most of these stores have payment plans. If you have a good credit, they will easily give you the payment plan, and you pay it over time. That was one thing that my dad and I did. Mainly my dad. I just allowed my dad to do it because I just didn't want to take another credit card. So I just allow my dad to do it. So then I paid it over time with no interest. I am not in any way suggesting you get a credit card. You do want to be disciplined if you're getting credit cards. So yeah, that is a decision you have to make on your own. So that's the points that I have. If you're moving out and you're on a very tight budget, you do want to think through this thing before you pull the plug, or you just end up wasting money or using the money that you do not have. Check places like the dollar store, stuff like that, to find things that you can use, or DIY stuff. I'm not sort of a DIY person. I know that was pretty much out of the question, so I knew I had to like put in a bit of money to get the things that I want. And also you want to check places like IKEA. I got some of my furnitures at IKEA as well. IKEA is one great place you can look at as well when you're trying to furnish your apartments. They have very good furniture at a very good price, so you do want to look there. And you also do want to reuse and repurpose some of your furnitures that you already have. You do want to do that so that it will cut down on costs. So I hope this video is helpful to somebody moving out. If you have anything that you did when you're moving out on a budget, let me know in the comments. Just let's help each other out. Maybe when I'm moving out the next time, I will be able to use these tips to help my life. So yeah, let me know in the comments, and if you have any video suggestion as well, mention it in the comments and I'll be glad to bring it. So that's it for this video, guys, and I'll catch you in my next video. So until then, stay blessed and beautiful.